Yeah, hello and welcome. We are here at the PLACE conference in Munich, and with me are Anna Helgert from Dow and Dr. Günther Schubert, a fellow from the PLACE conference from TAPI, right?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am a TAPI fellow, but this is another game, let's say, because TAPI is history, and we have now today started the new place, which is now no longer organized by TAPI, but which is now organized by BDVI, Bund Deutscher Verpackungsingenieure, and I'm really pleased and have said to say. We have a large auditorium, we have many questions, we have good questions, meaning the people are interested. Even in the last session, nobody fell asleep. That was really good. And we can look forward to the next 2 days. We have 2 more days, and today was the easiest day, I have to say. We started around noontime, had only 2 sessions, 8 presentations altogether, and now a poster session actually we are running. And yes, I can say it's a good thing that we have restarted this PLACE conference in Europe, and I hope we can continue.
Yeah, Anna, what is your impression from the first day? And maybe you can also talk about your role here at the conference.
Yes, so we had a fulminant first day today, I would say. We have 120 participants and are fully sold out. So this is a big gain. And as Günther elaborated, we see that the audience is so captured by the topics that they seated there through the whole afternoon and were fully present. We even had great discussions in the end when we had still some time for the question and answers, and I think this is a great success for this first edition under the new umbrella of the BDVI, and a good sign for the committee, where I am proud to be the committee chair for the European PLACE conference this year.
And in terms of topics that we heard today, we talked a lot about sustainability, especially in your initial presentation. And you also gave a fascinating example from your garden even. So what was that all about?
Yes, that was a long experience, I have to say. In principle, I have prepared a presentation regarding heat sealing, which has to do with sustainability, because we have nowadays these new so-called monomaterials, which have great opportunity to be recyclable. I say great opportunity, but not yet really recycled in a huge amount or portion. And so I'm looking at that. Let's say I'm looking at that critical, not negative, but critical, and I look at the properties, what is going on, and what we have actually. So, and the people are missing that these packaging materials, they have a lack in the sealability and the sealing performance compared to the traditional materials, what we have, 3-ply, 2-ply, laminates. And I'm speaking about the laminates because there is a content in the packaging which is much more valuable than the packaging material itself. And if you look at packaging waste regulation or reduction of waste in the UN rule, which is adopted by all member states regarding sustainability for the globe, meaning making the globe comfortable for the future generations, people are looking, or let's say, at packaging material. They are looking because packaging material is simply visible, and it's also not okay that we have pollution, we have microplastics everywhere, and it's not a problem of the material, but it's a problem of the behavior of the people, because they spoil it. Also has to do with poverty. People are poor, and they live on these areas where the landfill of plastic, polymer, packaging materials is. And this is, let's say, it's a social problem, economic and ecological, all together. But if you look at packages, they have to perform. This is the original task of a packaging material, to safeguard the transport and from harvesting to processing, production of the food, transport, distribution to the customer. All the way has to be safeguarded. And if you look at that. That a packaging material has a carbon dioxide footprint which can be, for let's say, poor feel good, which is not very which does not need a lot of carbon dioxide to be generated during production, there might be a factor of 5. But if you have a food which is very valuable, like meat, you have a factor of 30 or even higher. Meaning, if you allow with new packaging materials which have a loss, or let's say a lack in performance, you have more loss in food, more waste in food. You do the wrong thing. You generate more carbon dioxide. And this is, I want to explain a little bit that the people should be critical and not speak only about packaging waste regulation, not about the waste, but the performance of the packaging materials themselves.
Final question for now. What can we look forward to tomorrow? There's also a big evening event planned, so maybe you can talk about that a little bit.
Yes, of course, we have planned some surprises and entertainment for our participants. As Günther elaborated, we have a lot of technical experts, but we are also considering ourselves in a very familiar environment where we can speak openly and address technical issues. But it's also crucial to get to know the people on a personal level, and this is what we are aiming to do tomorrow in the evening for our evening event. We're going to have a fantastic Bavarian Brauhaus experience here in the center of Munich, and we have prepared a couple of surprises, which for sure tomorrow you will see and report about those.
Perfect. So we are really looking forward to it. Thank you so much, Anna Helgard and Professor Dr. Günther Schubert. Professor too?
No,
No, sorry.
not really.
And yeah, this is it for today from Munich, and we will be back tomorrow. Hello, we are here at day 2 of the PLACE conference in Munich, and I have a group of participants here with me who want to share their impressions and their overall ideas that they got from the first 1.5 days that we spent here in Munich. So first of all is someone from VTT, Mr. Juni Latu. Did I pronounce it right?
Yes,
Yeah.
well done.
So what is, why are you here today? And maybe you can introduce yourself to our audience.
Yes, thank you, Martin. So my name is Jouni Lattu, and I come from VTT Technology Research Center in Finland. And we are, of course, a long-term participant in the PLACE conferences, and very nice to be here again this time. European PLACE conference, as it's called. And here it's very nice to be here with all of the packaging value chain being present. And like we have seen, a lot of problems have been tackled from different directions as the value chain is here with the whole ecosystem.
So let's give it up to your neighbor, who is from University Hasselt. Is that correct, Bram?
Yes, that's correct. I'm an industrial researcher, and I'm carrying out research projects that are applied, typically like Cornet. And this research needs to be relevant for industry. And that's also the reason why I'm here to present a study which you are doing on the use of recycled polyethylene in stretch films. And I want to receive feedback from industrial experts.
Thank you. And finally, Markus.
Thank you, Martin. I'm here from Separatec. My name is Markus Schulze. We are here for the first time at the PLACE conference, and we're bringing in the perspective of a recycler. So the second life of all the great materials which are shown here and produced and the processes. And we try to give it a second life as a new foil, that we have also new sustainable processes in the future and products.
So to follow up this first round of questions, I would like to ask you about your impressions so far. What is something that you learned or that you found surprising here in the first 1.5 days that we experienced?
Yes, I think now in this is nowadays a European PLACE conference, and I think it's good timing to make it European, as particularly in Europe, the regulation landscape has become restless recently, and we can here answer the questions regarding the regulation and answering that with the value chain, but also so that we are involving research and industry at the same time, and going with different technology readiness levels, like we have heard here already in these 1.5 days. And here we have seen from the different discussions that the problems are not easy to solve, and there are certain halfway solutions already coming. And like somebody said, it needs to go from vision to reality. and that maybe in research terms means from a original provocative hypothesis then to tailored piloting at the end, showing that it's workable solutions.
So, Bram, from your perspective?
Yeah, thank you. So in the projects I'm working on, it's really important to know in which direction industry is going. And the reason for that is because the projects I'm doing are to support SMEs, small and medium enterprises. And for the short-term direction, like also mid-term, 5 to 10 years, it's interesting to see what's happening in industry, and also it's a great opportunity to strengthen the relationships between academia and industry.
For us, it was really interesting to see the connection of the different material types which are here combined. So we speak a lot about polymers, but also of paper and also of aluminium. So the main types of packaging which are available for the market. And for us as a recycler, it's very interesting to see what are the developments of the companies in the future, because we have to adapt our process to special new functionalities or product developments, so we can at the first place interact with the producers to give them an idea what should be the design for recycling. Should we make a different structure just on the first stage, so we have an easier life at the end of the product life cycle? And this is very interesting to have all these different expertises combined here at one place.
So thank you so much for the insights and for the opinions. And with that, we will go to lunch break, which we all deserve right now, I think. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
All right, we are back with another round of participants of this year's PLACE conference here in Munich. Standing right next to me is Marion from Grupo X. Marion, please introduce yourself and also your company.
My name is Marion Sterner from Group X. We are based in Venice. We develop to make paper stretchable, and that's actually very strange for me to be here at not a paper conference but a converting conference. And if you help me holding the microscope for me,
Yeah.
look, and we think that this could be interesting also for converters, and that's the reason why I'm here, because this can be also done by converting companies. So I find it very interesting. I have had a lot of good conversations, and I pass on to you.
Hi, I'm Martin Lehmkuster from Dr. Schenk, sales manager since many years in this business. And I like to get here a great chance for networking and for nice talkings during the breaks mainly, and at the Bavarian evening today. I'm looking forward to it. And also very interesting speeches to hear. So it's a good networking event for me. That's it.
Excellent.
Thanks, Martin. I'm Oliver Hirschmann from OCS. And what I like here is the networking, and also all our customers are here. So from the polymer industry, the OEMs, and also the converters. So this is interesting, and to know the people, and and also to meet our competitors.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. My name is Erkki Laiho from Finland, from Eho Place Oy. And as maybe you see, my company name today is my own company, and the name is Eho Place. Eho is Erkki Laiho, and Place polymers, lamination, adhesives, coatings, extrusion. And that is the reason that I have been from the beginning of Tappi, and now the Place conferences. This is my 19th Place conferences, and actually I was 5 years the chairman of Tappi Place committee in Europe. And then we, at the beginning, it was PLC, polymer laminates and coating, and then it came with Place. And also we, when we established here, we were only seminar because Tappi didn't allow us to use conference status. And then when conference status we get also Place committee status in Europe. And then we, at the beginning, we were here and stayed, and we changed here. So that I am very happy to be here again, and it has been one of the best conferences I have been.
And for tonight, we are excited for the networking event here in Munich at Augustinerbräu. And I guess we will see everybody. Yes, I'm here with Otto Plassmann, an original of the Place conference, so to say. I guess you're very satisfied with how the event went so far. So what is your message for the community and for the people out there?
Okay, the message is first, I'm extremely happy to be here as a retired guy 4.5 years after my work life, and I am attending the conferences from under TAPI umbrella from 92 to 2022, and now we found the new organizer, the German organization BDVI, and BDVI was taking the risk that we could organize this because hotel contract and so on is not so easy, and I'm happy that the people, 120 people, trusted us in delivering a program which is interesting enough to come to here. Many companies have travel restrictions. We hope to have a better economy, but it's still the reality. And so yesterday, on the first day, the room was fully occupied. We have sold every seat, and the audience is very broad, and we are happy to continue under this technical approach to have a conference for the extrusion coating, laminating, converting industry, which is unique in the European community.
All right, and tonight we are excited for the big networking night with a Bavarian touch. You're already dressed for the occasion.
Oh, I studied in Munich.
Yeah.
Yes, in the evening, let me tell you the story. Every evening we have the case that people go out with their customers or suppliers, with friends, and some youngsters are left over. Mm-hmm. And then we have had many years ago, 2003 in Rome, the first time that we had a common evening event. That was a name which is more polite. It's not a gala evening or something like this, very strange words. But on the evening event, we invite everybody, all people, including the partners. They can have a partner ticket, that our husbands and our wives know what we are doing, mm-hmm. because it's much more acceptance at home when the partner knows what we are doing. And in the evening we have arranged something. We found again a sponsor. Anna Helgert was happy to get the green light from Dow management to be the sponsor. And the target is that we do not sit together company by company, that we have discussion with the well-known people, and to integrate the newcomers, even they are older or younger, but the young people must learn the value of personal relationship and contacts. Networking is the English word for this, so to get the contacts for their business life.
Perfect. So thank you, Otto Plassmann, and we are excited for tonight.
Yes, we will do.
Yes, I'm here with Florian Bremer from AFS. I guess also a long-time supporter of the Place conference.
Yes, not for the last few years, but we are back now, indeed.
Okay, so what were your impressions from the first 2 days here at the conference?
It was actually a very good conference. I arrived here yesterday, but networking is very, very good. And people are open-minded, open in discussions. It's a very good conference indeed.
And AFS is obviously dealing with pre-treatment, surface treatment and all of that. So what is your aim at this conference for your company?
Oh, I will give a short overview about the pre-treatment possibilities that there are on the market, and basically try to regain a little bit of knowledge and a little bit of sense for the importance of pre-treatment in all these extrusion coating processes.
Is it still true that some people underestimate the importance?
I think it's not really in the middle of the discussion. If you talk about coating, primering, that actually almost everything is pre-treated, and that all these processes work much more smoothly if you do so. Mm-hmm. It seems to be more a commodity, mm-hmm. and especially with the generation change that we have in the industry at the moment, knowledge is being lost, and so we try to actually regain knowledge in there and stress the importance of the topic.
All right, so we are looking forward to your presentation, and thank you for sharing this with our community.